this package from Hergivenhair, and I basically heard about this company from this YouTuber. Her name is Msnaturally Mary. Guys, she is the bomb. Like, I really love her. She's really good at wigs, and mostly like wigs that mimics natural girl hair. And I was like, yo, I have to really reach out to this company. So they sent me this wig, and I'm so freaking happy. I'm gonna show you guys the style that I picked. They have like a lot of styles that you could choose from, and a lot of different textures that you could choose from. A, 3B, 3C, 4A, 4B, 4C, and all that. So just before I get into the whole installation, everything, I just want to kind of like show you guys the whole packaging and everything, just for you guys that actually want to purchase this. I'm not gonna lie, this company is it's more on a pricier side, but honestly I would just say it's really worth it, because you're really getting good quality hair, like quality hair that mimics natural girl hair. Like, I'm natural, I've been natural my whole entire life, and I experience a lot of thinness, and my hair is very fine, so I'm not able to have that full and puffy look that I actually want to achieve. A band, a clip, and two clips and 2 hairpins is the packaging. Here's the wig itself, and they gave me like another paper, but I think I left it at home. So this is basically Hergivenhair wig instruction book, and this is like, you know, as we know, the manual of the stuff, baby hairs, all these tips. Like, they really went in on this, so I really do appreciate this book, and I actually might want to keep it too. So here it is. I don't know if I should bleach it. I don't know if I should dye it black, or I don't know what to do. But this is basically the wig, guys. Oh my gosh, this looks so pretty. This look really nice, guys. This thing is full. Like, she is full. So this is basically the hair, how it looks after me shampooing and co-washing it. You don't want to apply your wig straight out the package, because I feel like you'll get a better result if you just go ahead and wash your unit. Now, I didn't bleach my knots, because every time when I do bleach my knots, I always experience balding and shedding over time. And my goal with this hair is to actually make this my everyday wig, and I just want to keep the longevity of this wig as long as I can keep it. So I really skipped that bleaching step thing. So if you guys want to bleach your knots, then go ahead, but I personally didn't want to bleach it. Now that you guys know more information about this company and about this wig, without further ado, let's get straight into how I install this wig. Now, if there's anything that I left out, or if you have some more questions, everything will be down in my description box. So it will definitely be more full details of what this company is about, their links, how you could purchase it, what wig I got, what type of wig I got, and the length. Everything will be down in the description. So yeah, let's get straight into the tutorial. So with this step, I'm basically taking my foundation and applying this on my cap, because of course the cap is not my color, it's way lighter. And I'm locking in the foundation, because the foundation of course has oil, and oil and frontal don't match. They got beef, they don't like each other. So you want to make sure that you avoid the oil, okay? You avoid her, because she is toxic. She is toxic for your frontal, okay? So I'm basically blow drying that on cool. Yes, cool setting. You want to make sure that you blow dry that on cool when you're using the got to believe, you know what? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. As you could tell, I made a lot of errors when it came to this. This was probably one of the hardest thing I had to do, because I do have full edges. So it's really hard for me to try to hide my edges under the cap, but it just wasn't working out. Like, it was not working out, but I was not about to stress over this. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just keep on going, because at the end of the day, it turned out really good. I mean, I'm not the best, but it turned out good. So, and I'm just basically cutting everything and just getting rid of that sharp, edgy look that wasn't really glued down to the hair. I don't know why I made that face. God damn. So I'm basically taking the Got To Be glue spray, and I really thought this was gonna work, but it didn't even work. I literally wasted my time with this thing. But what I was trying to achieve was, I was trying to get rid of that white, edgy look, because that's basically what's gonna be seen under the cap. I mean, under your frontal. But obviously it didn't work. So, yeah, I was just wasting my time with that thing. But, yeah. That's what I was basically doing. Just wasting my time, of course. So one thing I've noticed, and I loved, like seriously loved what this company did, was apply my band on this wig, because honestly, guys, whenever I get a wig, I hate having to apply this band. Like, I really hate having to sew the thing in. So this was like a step I didn't have to take. So I really do appreciate the time that they put within this wig. I really do appreciate it. And it was a clip-on band. So, yeah. So if you want to just take the band out, you don't have to take the whole wig out or cut the band. You could just unclip it. So that's probably one of the best thing a company could ever do. Now, I'm taking the same foundation that I put on my cap and just basically doing the same step on my wig, because I want to tint the lace, because the lace is way too light. And I also want to do is get rid of the black knots. So this is a 2-in-1, basically, technically, literally. So the next thing you want to do is apply the wig onto your head, and you just want to cut off the ear tab near your ears. Now, every frontal is usually a lot longer than your ears or your head dimension, so you just want to get rid of that, because if you don't cut the ear tab, then it's not going to look natural. Your ear is going to be covered with lace, so you want to make sure you cut that. So what I'm doing now is taking my active boho glue. This is in a pink bottle, and I am applying the wig near the edge of the cap, a little bit down my forehead, and spreading this with my hand. Now, I get better results when I use my fingers, because I used to use all the other stuff that everybody was using, like the little stick and all that, and I was noticing I was getting a lot of bubbles. I was applying the glue, but now when I went in with my hands, like, I spread it a lot more smoother and more flat. So yeah, guys, I feel like you guys should definitely use your fingers. My bad. Now, one thing that I've learned with this boho glue, because I was always experienced like lifting within a couple days, but you want to put a lot. So when I mean a lot, you want to make sure that you're putting a lot, like the width and stuff like that, like you're taking it back where your cap is at, if you know what I mean. I can't really explain what I just said, but I got that technique from a YouTuber. Her name is IAmErickaJ, and yeah. So I did apply 3 layers of this glue. So basically, when you apply a new layer, you want to make sure that the last layer that you applied is clear, because if it's not clear, your frontal is going to look jacked up. It's going to look all cakey, white. Like, it's just going to look ugly. It's not going to look natural. It's not going to lay flat. It's not going to look melted. So you want to make sure each layer that you apply is clear, and you want to blow dry that on hot. Don't blow dry it on cool. You want to blow dry that on hot, because it will give you that melty look when the lace melts with the glue and all that type of stuff. I also went ahead and applied my Got To Be glue spray. I showed that in a previous clip, just for extra hold and extra security. Now I'm just basically pulling the frontal and stretching out the frontal to apply it on top of the glue. I feel like I know how to apply frontals way more cleaner if I do this step instead of me cutting the frontal beforehand. So yeah, this is just how I do my frontal. Like, you don't have to do this step. This is just how I learn how to do it and something that works best for me. So here I'm taking more Got To Be glue free spray and applying it basically throughout the entire hair just for way more security. Like, I was really trying to keep this hair for a long time. So yeah, and I'm taking that on cool setting, of course. And then I'm going to be taking my comb, my rat tail comb, and basically breaking down the hair that was covered in Got To Be glue. And also I'm pressing down the comb down in the glue. Like, I'm just trying to melt it. I don't really know how to explain it, but if you guys just watch the video, you guys would know what I'm talking about. Now I'm taking a spritz bottle with water and basically kind of removing that Got To Be glue that was on my hair, because I don't want that. And taking a satin scarf and melting that frontal in, baby. You want to melt that frontal in. You want to just press it down as much as you can. So after 10 to 15 minutes, this is how your frontal is supposed to look like. Yes, melted she is. I know my frontal look very dense, like in the front, is because I didn't pluck the frontal. And like I said in the beginning, I want to keep the longevity of this wig because I want to actually keep it for a pretty long time. So yeah, I didn't want to play around with the frontal. I didn't want to bleach it. I didn't want to pluck it. I didn't want to do anything, none of that, because naturally frontals and wigs, they shed on its own, like it will over time. So it's like, what's the point of even trying to pluck the wig when it's gonna pluck anyways? It's gonna do all that work regardless. So now here I'm just taking a razor, and you want to make sure you go in with a razor to shave down the excess lace, is because if you use a scissor, your hairline is gonna look very bulky. Well, not bulky, but it's gonna look very fake. It's gonna look straight, and this razor gives you this rigid look, and it looks way more natural. I don't know, it's just a difference. Yeah, if you use the scissors, then that's you, but honestly, just go in with the razor because it's a lot more cleaner, it's more natural, it's easier, honestly. So yeah. So after I'm done cutting off the lace, I'm going to be taking the satin scarf again and melting that lace once again, just to get that extra melty look. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure it looks way more natural. Now I'm just taking my powder. You don't want to go in with the foundation because you already laid your frontal, and you don't want the oil to basically make your frontal lift once again. You literally just apply the frontal. So you want to go in with a powder, and I'm just basically like fixing the lace color because, as you can tell, it's a little bit lighter. So I'm fixing it as best as I could, and then that's pretty much it. Like, your girl is finished. Like, I really love this wig, guys. I'm so happy that I picked this wig. It's not too long, it's not to short. It's just right. This texture is a 3C4A. So this is basically like this is basically the same texture that I have. But the only difference is that this hair is a lot more full, more thicker. It's just more juicy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just taking this product and I basically apply that throughout the hair with the spritz bottle. And this is basically the natural state of it, guys. This thing is bomb. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for always supporting me and just watching throughout the end of this video. And, you know, I hope you guys have a nice day. Mwah. Bye.